And now we get to one of the games I was really looking forward to when I first saw the trailer. Hey everybody, my name is Sarah and this is State of Survival. So State of Survival is an interesting experiment by developer King's Group Holdings, who also brought us games like Z-Day, Hearts of Heroes, and the lesser-known Dino Wars, Rise of Beasts. Their latest zombie game is nothing like the other two because it brings us a unique combination of genres that feels awesome to play both in single-player and multiplayer modes. For the former, you can focus on battling NPC enemies to clear more space for your base, or to complete several stages, while you can also scout and attack other players on the world map for the latter. Furthermore, State of Survival also brings us a rich narrative with many different characters that compels us to complete stages and discover more of the backstory.
They're still screaming coming from the lab, so
That was a close one.
I know. It feels
While it's fairly light on the text elements, even going as far as to provide us with an option to skip the dialogue, those who take the time to read through most conversations will probably find a reason to keep playing. But don't get us wrong, this game isn't story-driven at all. The story is only there to garnish the gameplay, which is by far the strongest point of this zombie game. Okay, so let's dive in and see what State of Survival has in store for us. If you've played other zombie games before, the story here will seem very familiar. The world has fallen into chaos after the zombie outbreak, which forced the survivors of the apocalypse to group up into settlements and safe havens from the encroaching undead threat. However, lawlessness and anarchy reigns as people constantly fight each other over resources. You assume the role of Sergeant Joe Nolan, a battle-hardened ex-military officer that was dishonorably discharged under accusations of smuggling. Now, a few minutes into the game, Sarge rescues a woman from a zombie attack and then gets accepted into a safe haven. After proving his worth and resourcefulness and taking back lost territory from the zombies, Sarge gets promoted to Chief of the Outpost, and it's your task to create a powerful settlement that can weather both zombie attacks as well as assaults from other rival factions. Now, the core gameplay of State of Survival is that of a conquest game. You'll spend most of your time in your base building and upgrading new structures, gathering resources, training troops, and basically doing everything that a chief does. However, this gameplay is contrasted with RTS and real-time combat sections, where you can partake of different challenges. For example, while you can train many different types of troops to send them on expeditions in the world map, you can also build up your heroes, equip them with different gear, and send them on missions in the Explorer Trail. These missions play more like a strategy game with real-time combat, where your heroes have to battle against the onslaught of incoming enemy zombies. Every character has different skills that makes them awesome for battling different types of zombies. For example, Sarge can deploy a powerful turret that, while very fragile, it can supplement Sarge's own firepower and help to keep enemies at bay. Maddie and Frank, on the other hand, are a unit comprised of crossbow-wielding woman and her faithful dog, who defeat the zombies using bolts, and Fang can also throw a pipe bomb into a crowd of the undead, dealing huge damage to everything caught in the blast. State of Survival doesn't shirk in the amount of stuff you can unlock while playing and progressing. There's always something to look forward to in this zombie game. Whether it's unlocking a new troop type that'll give you the edge in PvP, researching new technology to increase your resource production and construction speed, or driving the zombies out of another area to expand your camp. However, these are all elements that you'd expect from a conquest game like this one. There's a lot of stuff to do in this game. This just might be the zombie game to end all zombie games, at least when it comes to conquest and RTS titles. The combination of elements that King's Group has achieved is unprecedented in this very specific genre, and we think that it might appeal to a broader audience than usual, so you can bet that we'll be spending some time developing our towns and upgrading our heroes in this game. So, what about you? Have you already tried State of Survival yet? If you haven't, the link is in the description, so check it out. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time!